But I'm guessing this has something to do with it. These are like no hollow men I've ever seen. They're much more ancient. They're trying to stay out of the light. It's true then. Mary has been playing with dark magics. What is she thinking, creating hollow men? It's against nature. It's obscene. General Turner can't be planning to create an army out of Balverines and hollow men. It's just too preposterous. If she successfully created hollow men, I can't imagine what else she's managed to do. We should collect all her research papers. She may belong in a cell, but this is science the world has never seen the likes of before.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Man the Black Cat. We're back for the final episode of the DLC of Traitors Keep for Fable 3. Now, this is the obvious connection to one of their books for Fable 3, which someone was kind enough to tear out the page that contained the stuff for Fable 2 on it, which ensured that I was unable to download it and then placed it back on the bookshelf. Jerks. Anyways, we're here with the second half of Witchcraft Mary's little manor. And yeah, those are ancient hollowmen. They're leftovers from Fable 1 apparently, and have been resurrected by Witchcraft Mary for her wonderful experiments. Yeesh.
Doesn't look like we're getting around these gates, but there must be some way of cutting the power to them.
By the way, that first encounter with the Hollow Men, that's the easiest.
I think I can shut this down. It's not too different to the generator in the Keep's torture chamber.
Oh, for pity's sake.
Oh, great. Get ready for some company. Keep those things away from me. These circuits are unlike anything I've seen before.
Now you see how the light changed back and forth? That's not because I'm approaching the light.
Protect the generator.
What you really want to do is pick a light and stay around it. It will cycle back and forth, and the Balverines are going to be your biggest threat because
I'm working as fast as I can.
The Hollowmen, Flaming Hollowmen, can only really be hurt if they're in the light. So like I said, pick a side and stick with it.
These circuits are unlike anything I've seen before.
You'll do a lot better than you normally would have. You also get the Hollowmen to stick around you, and when the light comes back to you, well, guess what? You can kill them again.
Trained them to protect the generator.
There's a limited amount of Balverines and a limited amount of Hollowmen that will spawn in. It's not a timed event where they're all in there infinitely. So anytime you see Hollowmen coming around, just lure them into the light, and presto changeo, you've pretty much killed them all. If you're running low, like I am here, just switch lights. Hollowmen will come right to you, and whack. Yay!
That should do the trick. The generator was quite crude. Something like Faraday's technology. What's remarkable? I've never heard of such a thing happening before. If someone combined that knowledge with Faraday's machines, who knows what they could accomplish?
You know what, Commander Milton? I'll tell you what they could accomplish. They could accomplish not too frickin' much. I mean, granted, Faraday's technology is better, but the Hollow Men and the Balverines are more likely to eat their fellow soldiers than actually work with them. You know, just saying. Oh, cool, a chessboard. That's not really relevant to my interests in this game. Oh look, a chessboard. Spyglass guy. And over there's the knight piece, obviously. Okay, weird. I wanted to go through that door over there. I don't know what's in it, and I wanted to find out, and it won't let me. Aww. Oh well. Doesn't even say door is locked, it just pops up the A button and then drops it again. I don't know, maybe...
Well, we can either
maybe my copy's glitched.
Or we can find another way in. Such as that cave over there. It seems more like Witchcraft Mary's style anyway.
So yes, we're entering her place from underground.
Let's hope she keeps her pets out of the house.
Now, fortunately, you can always tell ambush areas because they're not thin like this area. Ambush areas are usually... Shut up.
Best stock sellers in Albion once. Smells like most of it turned to vinegar. It didn't stop someone from emptying these bottles, though.
Anyways, ambush areas are usually arena-like. They're a wide open space with plenty of room for the ambushers to spawn in. Which means that any narrow corridor is going to be pretty much free of spawning enemies. I don't know if that was to make it fair to the player, fair to the AI, or just a programming bit that they had to put in there. Maybe there needs to be a specific amount of room for stuff to spawn in. Is it just me, or is that piece of meat floating? Yeah, that piece of meat's floating.
Come on.
Weird.
Hobs. I was wondering when we'd come across them. It just isn't a proper zoo without hobs. We should leave them sleeping. The noise might alert Godwin.
Oh, lovely.
We should step lightly, though I doubt any noise on Earth could wake them.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Each time you kiss my
Is
gills,
that dead fish
it
talking?
gives me fishy chills. And when you touch my scales, my little fishy heart fails.
I'm beginning to believe Witchcraft Mary sees these creatures not as pets, but as equals.
I'm sorry, but seeing this makes me laugh. Now, these are normal hobs, don't worry about them. Just kill them like usual in this fantastic disco area.
And live in this madhouse.
And, well...
At least the fish has shut up. Is there nothing normal on this island? Come on, let's go before it starts to sing again. Just when you think it can't get any worse. An indoor graveyard. At least there's only one wisp.
This wouldn't be Witchcraft Mary's place without something
Here's
weird.
Another of Mary's notebooks. She mentions General Turner in this one. Sounds like he won her over to his...
My return to the estate has brought me life again. I can finally return to the work I was forced to abandon. I am free to
Yeah,
one
that's
man.
another
A
Lieutenant
soldier
Simmons,
who
but
understands me like
there's only
no
one of
other
them, so he
hero
can
has
spawn a whole
ever
shitload.
understood me. He has taken great interest in my research.
Taking care of him
and
is
has promised
priority
great
numero
changes to
uno.
come.
Ignore his ghost, Toloman.
We can bring purification
Kind
to
of
the
monstrous
Do
whole
your
creation
best.
is this?
Kill him. The more damage you do, the quicker. See? There you go.
I'm not sure how many more of these encounters I can take.
What the? Okay. You. The hell? Okay, weird. Mr. Nibbles. Strange.
More hobs. What the hell is wrong with them? As if regular hobs weren't bad enough.
And here's where we get the weird hobs from. These hobs replicate by being killed. One hob becomes two hobs, becomes four hobs. So you can see how these hobs would be dangerous. Fortunately, the smaller hobs take a lot less to kill them. So you can wipe them out a lot easier. The more of them there are. Which is kinda weird. Dink, dink, and dink. There we
General
go.
Turner has got a lot to answer for. We wouldn't be in this mess if he hadn't won Witchcraft Mary over. Not that I'm surprised. You haven't met him, but believe me, he's the most charismatic, most persuasive man you'll ever meet.
Yes, the rifle is still glitched. Not much I can do about it. So, what's in here? Health potions. We can use those. Can really use those.
We must be getting close to her. Whatever she's been doing with these creatures, we're gonna find out soon. Better get your weapon ready. I'm noticing a pattern here. We walk in, things try to kill us.
You know how you fought
Told
regular
you.
Balverines up till now?
What are those?
Welcome to Poison Balverines. They really don't do much to you except make you drunk if they hit you. That's about it. Other than that, they're regular Balverines, so take them out in the regular
None of
fashion.
these creatures were meant to be.
Except, of course, all of your long-range tactics for dealing with Balverines don't apply here. So, hit and dodge is probably a better idea for this.
Where are you, Mary?
Using your rifle seems to work really well against the Balverines. And of course, getting the
What should we be doing to these creatures?
getting the occasional auto kill in really helps. Pardon me. And of course, you can't pass this area until all of the poison Balverines are dead.
We have to kill them all.
Sigh. Are we done yet? Of course
We should
not.
burn this island to the ground.
Ow. Knock it off. Oh, look, two left. I'm sorry, but this gets a bit boring after a while.
Only a sick mind could have created this nightmare.
At least from my end of the bargain. It's slogfest, 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 slogfest. So in my estimation,
Not sure how much more of this place I can take.
my
Did you
estimation,
hear that?
shut up.
It must be her. Come on.
my estimation, the game does sort of fall flat in that arena. Ooh, hey, it's Witchcraft Mary. Oh, okay, that's cute. She feels bad for hurting it. Aww. That's okay, Mary. We won't feel bad for hurting you. Man, that looks weird. So you have just seen the reverse order of what you're going to have to face when facing Witchcraft Mary. She takes her potion. Glowing blue potion. Weird. And she becomes... Navi? No! She becomes a hob. The hell? Okay. Oh, she becomes 3 hobs instead of 2. Oh, what an improvement. Just kill them. As you can see, having a lot of little blue hobs around is much preferable to having the 1 or 3 red hobs. Or green hobs.
You cannot defeat me. I am one.
Okay, now she's a Lieutenant Simmons. She's a hollow spawner, which means your hollow men need that little light up dolly to actually be defeated. Just like the last time you fought one of these, concentrate solely on the hollow spawner boss instead of on its minions. The faster you deal with them, the better you're going to be able to deal the rest of them. In fact, dealing with her first generally guarantees you don't have to deal with the rest of them at all. So she's taken on the form of a Super Hollow Man. That didn't last long.
You think you have the right to destroy us? We are the essence of Albion. We are stronger. We are more alive.
Yeah, actually, I do think I have the right to destroy you. Now, the funny thing is here, don't worry about your health potions. Just concentrate on defeating her, the rest of the Balverines will go away. She's actually really close to being the Balvor, which is way stronger than a Balverine. She's a white Balverine and very powerful as a white Balverine. So this is what I think ties her to the Balverine Order, alongside the fact that her manner is obviously straight out of the book. So again, this is just a slogfest. Do your best to ignore the other Balverines, and do your best to wail on her. Now granted, these Balverines aren't going to make it easy, and it's probably better to clear them out a bit first. Because I don't think she can actually spawn new ones. Whoops, there I go again. So, pretty much just keep attacking until you wipe them out. And it's probably best to concentrate on one Balverine at a time, or just kill her. That was easy.
No, not this form again. Please don't let me live this way. kill me! I beg you!
She doesn't know what she's saying. We should take her back to the keep. She needs special care.
Don't worry. Everything's going to be all right.
Yay! We chose the good thing. Which is actually raising our esteem in front of Commander Milton. Chicken in a gear. Chicken in a gear.
We'll do what we can for her. When she's well enough, perhaps we can send her to a more adequate facility. She needs more help than we can give her. We still need to find General Turner. I'll meet you in the records room. Perhaps Hobson and my men have uncovered his location.
Aww. Unnatural laws. So yeah, you guys get to see me getting these particular bits for the very first time. Because I never had this DLC before. Ow. Anyways, we've got the general to deal with, so let's go talk to Hobson and see where we can find this general. Uh-oh.
What happened?
It was Turner. He's been here all along. He never left the island.
Where's Hobson?
He took him. Turner's been playing with us, playing with you. This is what he wanted all along, to lure you into a trap. He's been using hidden passages behind the walls. He's somewhere in the prison. I don't care what happens to Hobson, but we have to find Turner. He left through here.
Well, lovely. Okay, let's go take care of General Turner and kick his ass. Come on, where are you
I know
at?
it's a trap, but I'm not sure Turner
Ooh, treasure
realizes
chest.
who he's dealing with. He hasn't seen you fight like I have. We should be careful. He must have something prepared.
Health potion, we'll need that.
I have begun the process of revolution in the quietest way possible. Talking to those I trust most, engaging the mood of the troops. It is clear that when
Oh
the
yeah,
time
dig
comes,
spot too.
many among our ranks will join me in an uprising. We have all seen the ever-deepening chasm in our society, and the way our people have been oppressed by the king. Even worse, we have all at one time or another.
Well, that's
been the
absolutely
instrument of that
useless to
oppression.
us since we already have
Changes come
dog training level 5.
It is inevitable.
Combat training level 5 for our dog. Okay. Milton, out of my way.
This is the pit. If he's hiding with all these lunatics...
Alright, in we go. Ooh. This ought to be interesting.
He set them free. The bastards set them free!
Oh good, we get to kill the crazies. So at any rate, the crazies will come in several waves. Your rifle is your best bet here, as it's been proving very effective against inmates in the past. Each one takes about 3 or 4 shots to completely kill. In this case, it's actually rather fitting that she appears to be aiming down her sights the whole time. Ow. Go away. Die already, damn. 3 shots to the back of the noggin and you still don't die? Man. Albonians are tough. Anyone else? Oh, just you? Okay. Oh, look, there's more. Ow. Okay, you know what? You all fry now. Should be a familiar experience to all of you. Hup, and done. And no. No. No.
At least they're out of their misery now.
You're hurt.
I'll be alright. I'm no hero, though.
Stay here. I can deal with Turner alone.
I'm sure you can. You have powers the rest of us can only dream of. There might be more coming. Go. I'll hold them off while I can.
Huh. Door's locked. Huh, okay. Can only go in one direction. Well, I guess we'll go in that direction then. Time to get the general. Make him pay for his crimes. I'm not sure what those crimes are, but we'll make him pay. Wait. You tied up Hobson? I'm not gonna give him a execution. I'm gonna give him a medal.
It's all right, Hobson.
There was no third prisoner. It was all him.
Shh. It's time for your treatment, Your Majesty.
Oh. Yeah, that has about the effect that it really should. That sucks. You know, I still feel like giving him a medal for tying up Hobson.
You're awake, Your Majesty. Good. I was afraid I might have set too high a charge. But then, you have powers the rest of us can only dream of. Hobson was mistaken. There was a third prisoner. General Turner, the finest soldier I ever served under, the finest man I ever knew, died 6 months ago. I couldn't save his life, but I wasn't going to let everything he believed in die with him. You see, it's time for a true revolution. And how does one bring down a queen? How does one bring down a hero? By becoming one. Forgive me, Your Majesty.
Are those dials even there for a reason? Other than to spin? Bloop, bloop. 1. Potion o' Queen.
It worked. To the end of kings and queens.
Ow. Ooh! That transformation potion can't be pleasant. Especially since, well, he's not going to have a... Yeah. Look, it's the Evil Queen!
All hail the Queen of Albion. Do you see now who the real enemy is? I am you. And only one of us can live.
Ow.
Leave my dog alone.
That is what you Hulk out over? Really? That is awesome and hilarious at the same
Do you know how many
time.
people I've seen die for someone else's cause? How much blood I've seen spilled in the name of the crown? And how many have wasted away in prisons like this one just for speaking their mind? You called yourself a revolutionary, but what changed? We swapped one ruler for another. What gives you the right to dictate our lives? Your hero blood. Do you think it makes you better than us? Well, now it's my blood too. Witchcraft Mary may have been good, but her work was inspiring. I studied it for years before meeting her, but she didn't know how to use that knowledge. Why become a filthy beast when you can become a god? General Turner wanted a military coup, but I've had a better idea. I will simply take your place. I've seen how you behave. I've seen how you fight, how you make decisions. I know how to be you. And as Queen of Albion, I will end the crown forever. I watched Turner rot in his cell, too sick to save. I took care of him as best I could. And I learned the truth about our supposedly glorious Albion. Two identical heroes can't overcome each other. We would be locked in battle forever, always evenly matched. But I made sure the prisoners on this floor did some of my work. Now, I'm stronger. I've watched you use these powers time and again, but to feel them coursing through me... it's incredible. You showed your worth when you spared Faraday's life, but as long as you wear the crown, you are the enemy of the people. I know many who wouldn't have taken pity on Mary. But that doesn't mean that you should decide the fate of a whole country. A soldier must do what is necessary to protect his nation. When I sit on the throne of Albion, I will reverse every bad decision you ever made, and then I will free the people from the rule of the crown. It's a pity you won't see such a glorious day. The people of Albion will rule themselves, and the army will be there to protect them.
Yeah, pretty much just like the fight with Altair, you could not actually win that fight until the talking was over. I don't know why it stripped her of her outfit, though. That was weird.
Another revolution has failed. Perhaps it's as it should be. I don't know that I could ever have given up such power. Just remember this, Queen. Albion doesn't need you to sit on its throne. One day, the people will claim their freedom.
Aww. Milton realized at the very end that, she was unfit to rule, even as a replacement queen that would have destroyed the monarchy anyways. Who are you? Ooh, 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 ooh. So, yeah, I'm sure that the hero queen does realize that the monarchy isn't going to last forever.
That was quite an extraordinary and most unpleasant turn of events, if you don't mind me saying so. I never did trust Commander Milton, of course, but to attempt a coup by taking your place, why, it's diabolical. His death should serve as an example to all. And to think he was loyal to a traitor like General Turner. We should be thankful the General was a rather sick man when he was imprisoned, or Milton might have let him walk free.
So, okay, there we go. Now, I've got one last thing to show you guys before I end this final episode of Fable 3, and we bid the series adieu for good.
Welcome.
I told you guys I was going to get every last bit in the Road to Rule. And you're going to see me get that achievement for the very first time. So, without further ado, that's what we're going to do. Well, thank you everyone who has stuck with me this long. If you're a new fan, thank you for becoming a new fan. And I really hope to continue serving you guys with the best entertainment I can possibly give you, even into the near and distant future. If you weren't interested in the Fable series before, I hope this has changed your mind and given you a reason to get into a really good series of games. I mean, there are two companies I really keep my eye on when it comes to open source RPGs like this. One is Bethesda, and the other is Ubisoft. And yes, I am a huge fan of the Assassin's Creed series, as you can no doubt tell by my Assassin's Creed Machinima that I was doing. And yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Fable series as well. So here we go, Force Push spell, one which I rarely if ever use. Yay, Force Push. And now we're going to do upgrade to level 5 for each of our jobs. Blacksmith, loot, and pie making. And then that will be it. Again, I'd like to thank everyone for continuing to watch my series. And it's been a really fun ride, showing you guys through the land of Albion and Fable. Yay, Just Grandmaster! And, you know, as long as this is fun for me, and as long as you guys enjoy it, I'm going to keep making these videos. So, with all that said, got just one last thing to say. This is Man in the Black Hat, and I'll hope you join me next time for my next video series. Later.